Hello everyone, this is Daniel, and I just wanted to make anyone who's not already aware of this aware of it. There are other people who have talked about it who know more than I do about the subject. I'm going to provide links in the description to other videos of other YouTubers talking about this, and also a link to the article I'm going to be looking at in today's video. But there's a pretty big problem at the moment. I'm not exactly sure what I would do about it if this passes, but there's a bill that is very high on the agenda right now in the U.S. And let's take a look at this. So I'm going to read to you a bit of an article, and we're going to kind of dive into this. I'm going to try to make this video as short and to the point as possible. A little while ago, there was something trending on Twitter. It was called Stop DMCA. Republican Senator Tom Tillis has a proposal. It's like a felony streaming proposal, and its aim is to turn unauthorized commercial streaming of copywritten material into a felony offense. Okay? Now, this was originally like the people on Twitch are the ones who are going to be most affected by this because it's streaming, right? That's pretty specific. So in the US, this is the must-pass bills are a set of spending bills which need to pass in order for government and other governmental bodies to function properly and not shut down. The government usually struggles to pass these bills, and that fact is often exploited by some senators who want to use that opportunity to tuck in controversial bills that can't pass on their own, but will pass attached to must-pass bills. This time around, a Trademark Modernization Act and a felony streaming proposal are included in this spending bill. So it's number one on the agenda right now during everything that, and again, I'm going to say something here. This video brushes the surface of a little bit of politic-like stuff, so if you would rather not hear about that, click off the video. But with everything going on right now, this is the top priority. But I digress. Let's continue. So, as reported by Protocol, the felony streaming proposal is a measure pushed by this Republican senator. This is not the first time he's tried to make streaming a felony, like streaming what they call piracy. Now, the thing that's interesting about this is YouTube specifically. I don't know exactly how Twitch works, but this will apply to YouTube, to Instagram, to TikTok, to pretty much all public platforms. What's interesting to me about this is that YouTube does not pay me when I have copywritten music in my videos. And someone just talked about this, okay? Like, let me find it. Not long ago, someone commented on my video where I talked about King Crimson. And they wrote, let me find it. They wrote the following. Do you pay licensing fees? You should. You should buy the music. You're making money on this, so why not pay your fair share? It's so unfair to the people who made the music that you make money off it, but don't pay your share to them. And I wonder how many other people think that that's how that works. That is, I understand why people might think that, but that is complete BS. That's not how this works. A video like this, which has no music in it, can be monetized by me. All my other videos do have ads on them. But if they play copywritten music, the revenue, any money made on YouTube goes to, first of all, it goes to YouTube. Then the rest goes to the labels and the artists. That's how it works. I understand that. That makes sense. It makes complete sense that it should do that. And, you know, I totally agree with that. Like, they should make money off of their own things. I think that streaming services are a new way for bands to make money. It's it's taking this type of music into the 21st century. That's why there's all these streaming services for movies and shows, because this is how it needs to be now. Especially right now during a pandemic, we can't really. We're not going to concerts. We can't support groups like that. And right now we're in a time where you don't have to purchase music a lot of times. It's all sitting there on YouTube. So YouTube takes the opportunity to put ads, which allows you to pay, as a viewer, to pay nothing for the videos and to listen to the music. And if you want better audio quality, then you can buy the actual CD or the vinyl and have a record player. And if you just want, what's on YouTube, you don't have to pay anything. But you have to sit there through a 6-second ad, which is giving money to the creators or the artists. I completely understand that. That makes sense. I think that because of that, this new law doesn't even make a lot of sense to me. Because something specific in the law it says that unauthorized commercial streaming is what is the felony offense, which means that people who have copywritten music in their videos and their live streams and anything can go to jail. They can go to jail for it. But it says commercial use of it. And on YouTube, I'm not actually making money. Does it still count as commercial use of it? I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I know that the reaction video community are mad at this right now. Like, this is a big deal to them. Because it's a big deal to them, I'm assuming that it will affect reaction videos. That's just how this works. So let me keep looking. Let's see if there's anything I missed. Okay, this is, of course, quite worrisome for content creators who are already going through hell this year due to a whole debacle surrounding other copyright laws leading to strikes and bans. This is on Twitch specifically, which is actually true, and one of the reasons I've not tried to do anything on Twitch. Like, a lot of people told me I should, but Twitch right now is turning into a bit of a hellhole. They just made it, yeah. They're starting to ban people for using certain words right now, and this is kind of off topic, but Twitch is trying to ban people for using certain words as insults. They're not slurs or anything like that. Let me see. Let me find a example. This was also pretty ridiculous in my personal opinion, but yeah. So if people use the word virgin as in an attackful way, their account on Twitch is going to get banned now. So, there's been a lot of interesting rules on Twitch. But anyway, so the deadline for this spending bill was the 11th of December, but voting has been delayed until the 18th. That is today. So there's still chance for this bill to be removed. Content creators and fans around the internet have started a hashtag #StopDMCA movement on the 16th of December in order to raise awareness of the potential disaster if the bill is to go through. That's kind of why I'm making this video. I want to let anyone who didn't already know. The U.S. government and Congress are currently having heated negotiations over a coronavirus relief package. Voting for this funding bill has already been delayed several times, and in all that chaos, the streaming community and the YouTube community and on all these other platforms are in fear that this streaming proposal is likely going to slip through unnoticed. There's bigger things going on, so something like this is just going to go right through. And today's the 18th of December. We're finding out today, but this is big. This is a pretty, yeah. It's interesting, because if this goes through and this actually happens, my entire channel will be, I don't know exactly what will happen, but it's nothing good. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So, I'm trying not to worry too much about this. I'm trying not to like get stressed over it because there's nothing I can do. You know, I want to spread awareness for it. Hopefully, our voices can be heard, but at the end of the day, probably not. These big music industry companies have been lobbying for this to happen for years now. So, if the very worst comes to worst, if everything hits the fan, it's still pretty interesting that we were able to make a channel that worked like this. And if this channel somehow does get taken down, I don't know if it will. I don't think it will, but I really don't know. So we'll see what happens. I think this is a problem. I think this is kind of unacceptable, but that's just me. I don't know how the artists feel about this. I don't know what's got like it doesn't make any sense to me that you're gonna go to jail for what? Like, so the jail time, let's see. Let me find it. There was something that summed this up very well in one of these videos I was just watching about it. Let me find it. Yeah, there's so much wrong with this. It's hilarious. Wow. Okay. So here's an example. An inmate says, "So what are you in here for?" A DCMA strike. You? A DCMA? Is that what that is? Let me check it. It's DMCA, but whatever. Okay. DMCA strike. You? Oh, not much. I just, stole a gasoline transport truck, crashed it into an orphanage, killing hundreds. I played elevator music in my Overwatch video. You degenerate. Oh, man. Okay. So, anyway. It's interesting how this is happening and going down. And again, I am not the most qualified person to be talking about this. I'm not a lawyer. I'm going off of what other people have said. One of my viewers is actually the one who first told me that this was happening, so thank you to the people who brought this to my attention. Let's see. I'm going to put a couple links down in the description about what exactly is going on. These other people might be able to explain the actual legal intricacies of it a little bit clearer. And as for what we can do, I personally don't really know. But it's important. This is an important thing that's going on. At least to me. There's so much else going on right now. This feels very minimum. This feels to me like a very small thing. Like there's so much else going on that I'm like completely calm about this. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I apologize for the length. Hopefully what I said was understandable. I don't know. I kind of just made this on a whim. But stay tuned for more reactions while we can still make reactions. I'll see you guys soon. And I have a couple alternate routes that I could try. But this applies to pretty much any public platform. So it would apply to things like BitChute, and some of the other workarounds that some people have suggested. But we'll figure something out. I've thought of some other things that I could do, and some other ways we could do it. We have lots of backup plans, so we'll see what happens. Deathstroke 9 out. See you guys soon. Thank you for watching.